Ryan Brown can't answer. Loose ball. Here's McKinney Jones. Has all kinds of time to tee it up and nails the three.
Yeah, nice space and nice pace to his jump shot is what he had working for him.
Another turnover by the Spartans. A 4-on-2 for Miami. McKinney Jones got another one.
Back-to-back space and pace. Had just enough room and didn't have to get in a hurry, so his space was good and his pace into his jump shot was just as good.
Hurricane fans making a little bit of noise now. Downer from the elbow. Out of bounds, it'll be Miami basketball.
Trey McKinney Jones, again, this is probably their second best shooter, I think, behind Larkin. But again, room and rhythm. Has time to dial up the rim. And again, that's just enough space for him to jump up as a 6'5", 6'6" shooter and get dialed in on his sight line. Redirecting to half court. Miami's done a nice job of it.
Last year the Hurricanes had to make a rather stark contrasting adjustment to the type of defense Coach Larinaga liked as Trey McKinney Jones hits his third three ball of the night.
That's what he does. Catch and shoot. Room and rhythm. He has a really good base.
Nice ball fake by Appling. Rebounded again by Johnson. McKinney Jones has had a good night shooting the three ball. He's got three made already.
Mark, you're not going to beat Michigan State on the first side of the floor. They're too well drilled defensively. Right back to the second side. This is the third side of the floor.
And McKinney Jones with his fourth three ball. A great feed by Ryan Brown.
See, the possession before, Larkin tried to attack the defense on the first side of the floor. This time Miami trusts the offense. They get to the third side of the floor. Wide open shot. Still has to lead right now for Michigan State. And it's not easy to do when you're not getting 20.
He's got the game that speaks volumes and speaks of leadership as Payne comes into the ball game for Derek Nix. Meanwhile, Trey McKinney Jones knocked down the first free throw, has 13 in the ball game. And a career-high 4 3-pointers, goes 1 for 2. Talked about his great athleticism a little bit earlier. His aunt, Esther Jones, a former U.S. Olympic gold medalist in track and field. Valentine with a nice dish, and Payne missed the stuff from point-blank range.
Can't miss it. Absolutely cannot miss that on the road and you're behind. Remember those 2 points at the end of this game.
Miami leading by 7. Johnson with the screen for Scott.
Spartans have been so good over the years in this spot, getting back-to-back stops followed by back-to-back makes. And in that spot right now, can they do it?
5 on the shot clock for Reggie Johnson. Lost the handle. McKinney Jones again. Yes!
Wow, and the pass was thrown to his knees, but it didn't bother McKinney Jones.
5 of 6 from downtown for Trey McKinney Jones. Well, he's really putting the Trey in his name tonight. Appling, actually Harris, and that's going to be goaltending.
Boy, Miami has shot that ball 50% from the field. Any part of that ball is in the cylinder. That's an easy one. You know what? I'll take that if you're Michigan State. We can get one of those every ball game, but go ahead and keep crashing the boards. 50% from the field is Miami in this game.
Like you said, the pass at his knees, too.
It was. But you know what? He had to shoot a bad pass that time because the shot clock dictated. Miami having 5 assists in this ball game. They're getting a lot of stuff done off of one-on-one and balanced scoring, which you knew coming in they had the ability to do. All 5 starters in double. Tom Izzo chose just to let it play. He's down 9. Just going to let it play.
1 minute to go. Larkin out top. McKinney Jones is 6th on the way. Not quite. And another possession for Miami. Trey McKinney Jones with a career night. Larinaga telling him to drive it at the bucket. But this was a second half in which the Hurricanes showed up.
Prior to this tip, watching Miami breaking them down, I like their pieces better than the sum of the parts, better than their team. After watching these 40 minutes, I like the team pretty well as well.
This is a pretty close group of Miami Hurricane players. I'm a resident of South Florida. A lot of times driving through this part of the city, stop into the gym, and you'd see 5 or 6 of them at a time scrimmaging, playing 3-on-3, getting up shots with the gun. Durant Scott, Shane Larkin, Reggie Johnson working on his footwork. Julian Gamble, along with a host of other NBA players that live in the neighborhood in the offseason. Basketball coming alive, if not for just tonight here in South Florida. And the shot clock is off. This one is cooked, glazed, and about to be sliced. Mom and Dad Larkin watching. Shane with the big night tonight, coming off that 15-point game in his last appearance. Another 15 tonight. And 3 of 4 from downtown. Miami Hurricanes with a resume-type-making victory tonight against Michigan State. And they snap Michigan State's 5-game win streak.
And they rush the court.
Why not?
My first trip to Miami, and they rushed the court. Memorable.
Hey, ain't nothing like a Miami party.
Well, I'll say it again. Miami's got a lot of pieces. And Jim Larinaga now has a game film all season long he can go back to and say, why are we not continuing to stay at this level? This cannot be the highlight for Miami's season.
Well, the tote board now reads 5-4 in favor of the Big Ten. The ACC pulling a little bit closer. Result of this victory by the Hurricanes. Tom Izzo will take his team back to the drawing board, and Jim Larinaga with their 3rd consecutive win. And maybe finding the right type of chemistry along the way. 67-59 Miami, the final score for Jimmy Dykes. I'm Mark Jones. Right now we send it back to the studio with Carl Ravitch and the crew. Guys?